Hi all, welcome back to my channel. Today we will look at one of the practice question from paper 3, that is FMP, and it is based on the interest rate swap valuation. So let's look at the question, but before I proceed, I would request you to subscribe to my channel, like and share with your peers as well. So let's look at the question. So the question is, bank entered into a 5-year $150 million annual pay LIBOR based interest rate swap 3 years ago as a fixed rate pair. So if I were to highlight key observations, wait. So 5-year interest rate swap annual pay, and it was started 3 years ago as a fixed rate. This is a key information, fixed rate pair, and fixed rate is 5.5%. So just as and when you read the question, just focus on the key information that is given in the question. The relevant discount factor rates annually compounded for 1 and 2 year obligations are currently 5.75% and 6.25%. Most important of all, payment was just made. So if you have been given this information in any of your question, then there is a specific formula which can be used, and that is very easy if this kind of question is, and usually in the exam point of view, the question asked are from this angle that payment was just made. So there is a direct formula which can be applied to get the value of the swap. So we have been asked to calculate the value of the swap. So just try to visualize using the information, using the timeline, as I usually prefer in cases of these kind of questions. So it is a 5-year interest rate swap with a fixed rate paying was I think 5.5%, and the corresponding 1 and 2 year rates are 5.75% and 6.25%. So what essentially these rate means that if you had to discount any cash flow from this point till this point, then discount rate would be based on this rate. And if you had to discount any cash flow from this point till the current time, the discount rate will be based on this cash flow. And of course the time points are two in. And as I said, if you have been given that payment was just made, in that case you have to use the formula. If the payment was just made, then valuation of swap will be equal to value of floating rate bond plus value of fixed rate bond. So in the interest rate swap, how this fixed rate bond came in the picture, you can think of interest rate swap as uh, two bonds, one with fixed rate pair. So one, I mean you can think of a issuer which issues the bond and pays fixed coupon to the bond holder. So that is a fixed rate bond, that is a fixed rate bond leg. And on another side, it is a floating rate bond wherein the issuer pays the floating rate to the bond holder. So just netting of these two. So in this case, the bank is a fixed rate pair. So we'll just, it's a pair. So we will add negative sign. So over here, you can add plus over here, or when you will derive a cash flow or PV of this, you can add negative sign over there. So it just logically it remains same. So over here you can place a plus, and whichever leg is paying, you can place minus. So basically netting of these two legs would be value of your swap. So let's look at this question in the Excel. So the same formula I have kept over here, and the situation is the remaining life of the swap is 2 years. So 1 year and 2 year, the corresponding discount rates on which discounting will be done are these two, and notional is 750 million. So we will calculate in the millions just to avoid many zeros beside the number. And the fixed rate of the swap was negative 5.5. So the bank will pay negative 5.5%. So if you see that what is a coupon the fixed rate, fixed amount that will pay on the that will be paid on the fixed lag is 8.25 millions. So negative means that on each year, on each settlement date, this amount will be paid by the fixed rate payer. So these are the corresponding uh, fixed payments which will be there on the fixed rate side. And PV of this, as I said, the 1 year discounting will be done. So 8.25 discounted at 1 year rate is, so 8.25 discounted at this rate, and it's 1 year away from this cash flow. It of 2.5 is 1 year away from the current third year where we are standing. So 1 year would be the power. So this is a current present value of this 8.25, which this 8.25 which will be made in a year. So this is a current value if I discount at this rate. And this is a present value of this 8.25 coupon along with the bond. So in a bond, what happens that we said that the value of swap will be netting of these two values. So when we are deriving fixed rate bond, so when fixed rate payer will return the complete principal at maturity also. Just to avoid any confusion, there is no exchange of notional in the interest rate swap, but the way we are deriving the valuation of the swap here is we are considering these as a bond. So in a bond, it happens that we return the issuer returns the principal also. So along with this 8.25 coupon, this 150 also will be returned back to the bondholder. So total payment that bondholder will receive at the year 2 will be 150 plus 8.25. So for a issuer, it would be a negative. So negative 158.25 discounted at 6.25% is 140. So net value of fixed rate is 147.98. And another key thing is that if I have just mentioned over here, so key concept here will be value of the floating rate bond equal to notional at a settlement. So whenever you are given this information that payment was just made, you can just think of that value of your floating rate would be equal to your notional. So I have directly noted here the value of floating rate bond is 150. So netting of these two would be 150, and this would be a fixed rate. We'll fixed rate PV, which is in the negative because we'll be paying this. So netting of these two would be 102. So according to this, answer would be B. So correct answer is positive 2 million approximately. Hope you liked the video. These kind of questions are usually asked. So I would request, if you like the video, please do share with your peers, friends, and anyone who is appearing for the level 1 exam or in May or November. Thank you very much for watching. Stay connected with the channel. Thank you.